Why do some oils have different colors than other? Like, for example, I got lavender absolute, which is like kind of brownish, and I got this lavender that's, a little bit different, a little bit yellow, and I got one that's kind of clear, I got one from France. I got a lavender high, I got a high elevation lavender. I got, organic lavender. I got wild crafted lavender. I got like why would one be different color than the other? Can you tell me?
Yes, because each of the species of seeds and plants have a slightly different color. And so based on what species of lavender they're using, an absolute is just a process. It's not a seed. And so when a person uses a process to get a little water and a little oil, or uses a hydrosol compared to an essential oil, it's a completely different.
So is the one that's darker? Is that have more constituents or anything else, or just does that mean it?
Yes, it has more resin. Color makes resin. Resin is equal to color.
So which one would you say, the lighter or darker? Can you make that conclusion that a darker the oil is, the better, or just say for lavender, for example?
No, you cannot make that conclusion because you don't know the procedure. If they use chemicals to extract it or alcohol to extract it, that could negate the purity.
Just assume they didn't. Just assume they didn't. Just assume. What makes the color different? Just more resins, right?
Resin, yeah, resin's it. It's only resin from the plant fiber.
So when would someone be like, all right, hey, I'd like to order some high resin lavender, when someone was like, and the other person says, I would like some with no resins? No one's ever asked that,
No, they don't ask that because what they want most of the time, 90% of the time, they want the smell of lavender, but we now have a type of people that want the medicine of lavender. They want the relaxing.
So, which lavender, I got organic lavender, high altitude lavender, I got spike lavender, some from France, high elevation, I got wild lavender, how does someone choose which one to get?
That's like asking which apple do you like, Fuji's or Gala's or whatever. It's all based on their personal preference and their like and what their nose smells. It boils back down to that.
So basically, I'm just going to have to give someone samples, basically. Is that what you're saying? They're going to have to try for themselves. I can't, you really can't. Is there any way you could, just say someone says, oh, I want the most therapeutic lavender. I can't just say which one, I can't just pick one, or do they really need to try them first?
Oh, believe me, if somebody said to me, I want the highest quality car, I'd send them a Rolls Royce. Okay? But if they say, look, I just want a car to get to college, I'd probably send them a Ford.
So if someone asks me, I want the best, most therapeutic, I don't care, I know you have 10 different brands, I want the most therapeutic. I don't care which brand, all I want is if they want the most resins, or, how do I pick out the oils for certain people?
Well, that's how come doTerra.
Or should they pick them out? Or should they pick, do what?
That's why doTerra has grown to $1 billion in a few years, is because they're promoting and teaching people and proving that they have the most certified pure therapeutic grade of oil. Medicinal. Plant-based medicine.
So basically, if someone should basically research brands, not the oils, based on the reputation. What are you trying to say? I don't understand.
What I'm saying is, you asked the question, if a person wants medicinal quality.
Why did you mention I'm just saying, why did you mention that brand out of all the brands? There's a lot of brands, and you specifically.
Here's why. Because if you study the mission statements of all those companies, if you get.
I hear mission statements. That doesn't mean they seek the best oil, but that doesn't mean they have.
No, if a person has a mission statement that says our goal is to provide the highest quality therapeutic grade.
Almost every company says that. When I'm going on the internet.
No, they do not. They do not, Mark. I've read the mission statements, and some of them say we provide the best aromatherapy, not certified pure medicinal quality oil.
Huh.
And there's a big difference.
So what? All right. So what if someone says, the same thing? Like they don't want to just do aromatherapy. Does that mean they actually? Does that mean they actually have it?
We have companies whose mission statement is to provide people with a method of making money, business opportunities. They could care less about the medicinal action of their oil.
Huh.
They could care less. They're just trying to give you another product to promote. And they think that synthetically made peppermint is just as good as anybody else's peppermint to promote.
Well, that's up to me to find out which one is the best. I'm not saying there's no best, but I'm just saying which is the best based on what somebody wants. If someone wants just have a good smelling room, then you don't need the most therapeutic. Or if vice versa.
I tell you, the market's already showing who's the best.
All right.
The market's showing that. Look at the volume.
Can I ask you, who do you think is the best?
doTerra.
Well, you know what? When I have a conversation with another person, they're going to tell me theirs is the best. Everyone says they have the best. So that doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just being honest.
But guess what? If a company has a mission statement to provide aromatherapy, and you ask one of their people, are you doing that? They go, we're the best at aromatherapy. They're right. They don't have the same mission as we do. And if you ask another company whose mission is to provide a business opportunity to them, and they're selling synthetic peppermint or lavender or absolute lavender, and they say we are the best at selling lavender to our distributors for making money, they're right.
But there's a lot of companies, and people get results from all of them. These companies, some of them, there's companies that are doing just as much business as doTerra, I'm assuming. Am I right or not?
I would challenge you to that. I would absolutely challenge you to that.
I'm out to find the best MLM company, just so you know. I'm out to find. It seems like the MLM companies, like I said, I'm not really even into MLM. I'm trying to find the best oil. I'm just saying the MLM companies seem. It's probably because they have the most money. They have all the people. Like some of these other companies, they just, it's just them selling it. They import it and they sell it. They don't sell to dealers. They don't wholesale. It's just them, and they're much smaller. But then they say, oh, we're a small company. We do small batches. We buy in very small quantities, and it's and it's slowly low temperature distilled, like the lowest pressure. And they do it on a small scale, and they try to say the opposite of what you're saying. So that's what I get. So
And so guess what? The track record would say, okay, how long you been in business? Are you publicly traded or privately held? How well are you doing? For example, the other competitor in Utah named Young Living's been in business for like 30 years. I don't think they have 150,000 distributors yet. And I don't think they do 150 million yet after 30 years. We've only been in business 5.5 years. We have 1.3 million distributors, and we're doing $1 billion. That's 10 times what they've done in a sixth of the time. Now, what's the difference?
Well,
You're good.
Well, all right. Well, like I said, I'm here. I'm gonna do my own research and find out.
Okay.
I'm not finding out which one's better or worse. I'm just gonna, state like which one, has the highest voltage. Which one has, when I let the drip down the mirror, then I'm gonna notice color differences. I'm gonna notice which one when I freeze it or refrigerate, which one congeals the quickest, which one smells the sharp. I'm just gonna state like the facts I'm just gonna state my opinions and what I find on them, and whatever people their conclusion based on whatever I see. I'm just going by what's obvious, not subjective. This objective stuff. That's what I'm doing. I'm not saying one's better. I'm saying, oh, this lemon, that one pours out the bottle like water. And the other one is a little thicker. I'm just going to give the facts. I'm not, based on what I see. And this is like based on me.
Right. Well, I think you have a good intent, Mark. You really do, and that's to provide the consumer some valid, integrous information that they...
No. Wait. No, they're going to provide me the information. I'm giving out samples of all these. This is a cooperative thing. It's not just about me. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what everyone's like. Oh, which one do you like the best? It doesn't matter. You know, one year I like one brand, next year it really depends on my body ecology. You know, like I said, it really just depends. I mean, I don't just like one all the time. I mean, I have like 10 lavenders here. You know, or
my point is,
I don't always use the same lavender.
If we send people samples of bread, grandma's homemade stone ground bread, a store-bought wheat bread, a store-bought white bread, you know, you're going to have differences in people. Some people that don't give a shit about health, they don't care about
When you go to a restaurant, they have whole wheat bread and they have white and rich bread. You know, like I look at tables and I see some people eat the white and rich, some people eat the whole wheat. Maybe it's because they just want to eat healthier to eat the whole wheat. Some people like the whole wheat. I don't even know. I mean.
My point, and that is that.
But you know what? Some people might not like the strong, astringent smell. They like the sweeter, but they know that one's more medicinal. But some people don't always use like you know. It's like you might like something that's real sweet, you know, but then there's another one that's better for you. But should people always use what they like? You can't go by the smell because some people are toxic. You know, they might choose one they might choose the imitation one. Does that mean that's gonna be the best for them?
Well, that's the beauty to people is if they're doing a smell just for a smell and nothing's wrong with them, they might want one thing.
But if their body ecology is really acidic, you know, and you try to give them one that's, you know, that an alkaline person would like, their body doesn't crave that. It's like, you know, they don't want it, you know. It's like trying to revise their diet, you know, when their bodies craving junk food and you try to deny them, they're acidic. They crave that. And if they don't have it, you try to give them, you know, wheatgrass and kale salads and put them on a raw food diet, they're not going to like it. They just can't eat it. I mean, their body's not ready for it.
The beauty to essential oils in their little vials when you send them a sample is that they get to hang on to them. And when they do need them, they'll go back out and open them up. And they're like, oh, this year I opened that peppermint and I love what it did to my breathing, or I opened the cinnamon and I love what it did to my sweet tooth, or I opened up the clove oil and it took away my sore throat. Versus other people that would never open the clove because they don't like the smell of it. Reminds them of the dentist.
All right, cool. Thank you.